But the Cowboys against the Gold Coast to get us going. It is Superhero Saturday on the Gold Coast, and beside me a couple of Queensland superheroes. Put Maroon on them, and their powers know no bounds. Corey Parker, Joe Barrett, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, afternoon, Matty and Joe. What a momentous occasion there for Kira Dibb to lead out the Cowboys and what is their inaugural game as a club for the NRLW. What an afternoon it's going to be. The NRLW kicks off. It's been a long wait over the pre-season for these ladies. They get the opportunities. We see the Titans go through their last little bit here in front of their home fans.
Good afternoon, boys. It's so good to join you this afternoon for round one of the new season. 10 games, 4 new teams. This is going to be what I believe a new era in women's rugby league in our country, and definitely the best football we've seen from women's rugby league yet.
The Titans starting their 3rd season in NRLW. As Corey mentioned, the Cowboys arrive to NRLW. Here's the way that Karen Murphy's team will line up. A skinny season last season, but here's the captain, Georgia Hale, leading her team out. Doubleheader this afternoon for the Titans. NRLW into the NRL against the Roosters. Georgia Hale, what a moment for her, captaining the team. Brittany Brayley-Narty has led the team previously. She's the vice. Kick-off to the biggest and best NRLW year yet. Season 6. You'll see every minute on Fox League. Enjoy the next 11 weeks as the women go at it. And it's the Gold Coast Titans with first use of the footy. Jessica Elliston, first run of the competition, and an early shift out. Sarika Muka, a product of the Cairns junior system, and so good to see the footprint of NRLW expanding to incorporate this season the likes of Canberra and Cronulla. West Tigers joining the Cowboys as debutantes. We grow from 6 to 10 teams in this 11-week competition, finishing on NRL Grand Final Day, which is now also NRLW Grand Final Day. Muka again, over halfway, taking the tackle from Brown. Bent is there to finish her off. Yeah, nice. Crystal Blackwell playing 5'8" in that 14 jumper. Coming in for Tallulah Tillett, out with that injured hand. And here's an opening. Manzelmann straight through, past the 10-metre line. The first try of NRLW 23 goes to the new team, the Cowboys. Emma Manzelmann burns them with speed. She had a rough start, but what a highlight. NRLW 23.
You can see there Manzelmann out acting half. Lauren Brown caught just to the side of the ruck, and some feeble defence, and Manzelmann some fleet foot and some speed to back it up. Was recruited to the North Queensland Cowboys from a premiership winning team of being the Knights. And Manzelmann straight away, you mentioned she had an error early, she brushed that aside, through some really good defenders there, and just the acceleration. Some footwork come to Vani Politi at the back, and what a try, what a strike from Emma Manzelmann.
Well, I can't think of a better person to be the first try scorer for the North Queensland Cowboys. A very proud Mackay product.
Now, Queensland Origin representative as well. Kira Dibb adds the extras. Lara Pitt, this is a dream start. And is held by Mackenzie Wheel, walking away to the goal line. She drags in 4 defenders. Talisha Harden among them. Tui Mayano for Chapman, now outside. Destiny Minor Sinapati reaches out. The Titans are on the board. Chapman for Minor Sinapati.
The elation on her face will hang on, Matty.
Decisions under review, potential obstruction.
Matt Noyen in the bunker. He's about to look for obstruction in this try. The try scorer for Queensland successful under 19s.
Crystal Blackwell from North Queensland is denied the opportunity by the Titans player running behind her own player. We have a decision.
So Jamie Chapman, the player who passed the ball, then doesn't run through the line.
Well, it's been a rule that they've been consistent with for a while now.
Having at the end, towards the end of their careers.
Big run by Talisha Harden, you're right, Corey. Good defence from the Titans. North Queensland reach tackle 5. Here's Dibb again. This time it floats across the ground out towards Minor Sinapati, who is crunched. China Palata puts her shoulder to work. That's the sort of contact you'll see all season in NRLW.
had absolutely no intention of going up for the ball, China Palata. The Tongan international has just waited for Mino Sinapati to catch the ball and has given her almighty what up through the ribs.
Mino Sinapati, did she get a toenail back on the grass? Because if she did, the timing from China Palata was perfect. Caitlin Phillips. Oh, Joe, don't you miss playing when you watch contact like that?
Well, sometimes I ended my career in the centres.
Here's Maliti stepping back against the grain, getting the ball away for Phillips. She passes, and here's Hancock through the middle. Still playing all these years on.
There's a problem in back play for Chapman. Looks like there might be a knee injury. If they're looking to go left, she's not in the centre position.
Brown for Hancock. She's a try scorer now, Steph, an offloader as well. Brown for Imayono. Now bent. Mino Sinapati. Crunched a moment ago, but she's fit and healthy, and she's in the corner.
Goes one way, created some space, got the offload after enormous amounts of defence. Palata unable to hold on there, and Sinapati strong and powerful close to line, April.
They play the crash play again.
Held short again. Tackle two. Let it go. Wait. Go two.
Harden denied, so they go for some whip. Dibb, dummying, stepping and diving. Kira Dibb backing up the work from her forwards.
Been terrific in this first half for the
Decisions under
Cowboys.
review. Looking at obstruction.
Well, from first glance, Matty, I didn't see an obstruction at all. As we have a look here, it's at April at the right on the line there, takes out Georgia Hale. Maybe there is something.
We're just looking at the run of number 18, Sarah Koroi. She runs and takes out the Gold Coast player on the goal line.
Well, that's the space that Kira Dibb does
Kira
score
Dibb
through.
then steps back inside. We have an obstruction.
Yeah, that's the right call. That's the right call. I missed it from first glance, but Kira Dibb, they don't come often anymore the older you get.
Yeah, look, disappointing for the Cowboys, but I agree with you there, Corey. It's a right call. We've had 2 disallowed tries for obstruction in one half of
Penalty
football.
for an obstruction.
Go through the middle. Brayley Narty. 32-year-old Mackay Magpie. The kick from Shante Kiriaratu. High, it's dropped by the Cowboys, and it falls for the Titans. They're in. The kick works. In this fantastic competition. So from out near the sideline, Shante Kiriaratu can't add the extras. In fact, she took the kick as Belinda Sharp was signalling that the decision is under review. We could have a problem. Houston, have another look at this.
The Gold Coast hand knocks the ball forward into the hand of North Queensland. We have a knock-on from the Gold Coast.
Oh no, late in the review. Niall Williams-Guthrie has been pinged for a knock-on so late, the debutant Shante Kiriaratu took the conversion attempt without Belinda Sharp knowing she was on her approach as she signalled decision under review. And she won't get through the play the ball. So NRLW is back. The first 35 minutes have 1 try all.
Karen Murphy just said the little things weren't going right for her side. They've got to get connected and control the game better. They don't want to lose the 2 competition points on their home turf.
Here we go. Sorry, Lara, there's a break made. Talia Fuimayono. She stands up Goldthorpe. Still going Fuimayono. Gets the ball away. And Mino Sinapati loses the ball. She was set for an NRLW double. But Mino Sinapati, the face says it all.
It was Fuimayono was able to break open the Cowboys' defence. And Mino Sinapati been over the try line 3 times this afternoon, only for 1 try.
Coming into the grounding.
And the desperation
knocks the ball on in the in-goal
from
area.
the Cowboys in Blackwell in her debut in the NRLW has come up with a huge play.
Well, full credit to the Cowboys. Debutante on debutante, and that was a fantastic desperation tackle.
She's a great player to watch, isn't she? Sinapati. Great energy. In her debut, she has been everywhere. She's got great energy, as you mentioned. She's been whacked from pillar to post. She scored a try. She's had a couple disallowed.
We talked about different sports earlier, Corey. She's actually got a basketball background, so that's been the main sport for her and hasn't long been in rugby league, which really excites me because I know how much she hasn't played and hasn't trained yet, so it's exciting times for her.
Oh, that's a shot. Great tackle.
A player on the move in Jessica Elliston. Right around the legs. Strand Smith. And now it opens up. It opens up for the Gold Coast strike weapon. Avania Politi gets there and gets it down. The Titans fullback applauded by her bench. It seemed only a matter of time, and that's how it turns out. Vani Politi gets Gold Coast second.
The Titans have them for numbers here. Mato, who's been terrific, plays out the back to Rato, and then Vani Politi doesn't need much space at all. Pins the ears back, plays back on the inside, gets Goldthorpe on the inside shoulder to get the ball down for the Gold Coast Titans, who have had a completely different look and attitude in the start of this second half.
Karen Murphy spoke at the start of the game about how much Vani wants to be at fullback, and I know defensively, if you're against the Titans, when you've got to manage her on both sides of the field, it's so much harder. And you can see here in the replay, the reason she scores tries like this is because she's come from such an elite background. She's an Olympic gold medalist. She's so fit and fast, but continues to work on her own game.
One of the stars to watch through NRLW 23. Kiria Ratu bringing it back, flags are up, a conversion from the sideline. She's a teenage talent as well.
Right, and I don't know if that's just, you know, the combination of so many elements for today, but that is an area of the game that's generally improved, but you would expect line break, Matty.
Yeah, again, and a tackle from behind Mingle Sinapati, bringing Bree Chester down.
But you
Big
would,
run.
Sorry, Matt, as we were saying earlier, you would expect now with longer pre-seasons.
Hey, Joe Barrett.
I think I create them. They're feeling the energy. As soon as I speak, it's shut up, we're going to break the line and do something exciting.
Chance here for Bass, who's back on her wing now, twisting away from one. She's tapped by Power, but back to her feet and going again. Emily Bass, awkwardly lifted, dangerous tackle. It was Mia Middleton, the debutante, getting it wrong.
I mean, she made contact first and foremost with her shoulder, and what we see there from Belinda Sharp, that's sufficient, Matt. That's sufficient. From first glance, it did look, you know, pretty bad, but when you watch it again,
she'd retired. NRLW,
it's like John Farnham,
of retirement, and she won't go away. But we love that. Steph Hancock,
real character of the NRLW, Steph Hancock.
Great person to have involved. Here's Shaylee Benton. The ball threatened to get away up over the right-hand shoulder, but she held on and takes tackle 4, 32 metres out. Brown shows it once and instead goes through the football.
Slip down this short side. Vani going to swing.
It's after the held call. Play on.
Tap and go is the call. Racing away, the Titans trying to put the game to bed. What a run. Fantastic from Zara Canfield. She saw an opening, she went for it, and Zara Canfield might be the player to put this game to bed.
Penalty given, didn't wait, bang, straight on the foot. Let go from the play there, comes off the right foot, some fatigue. They've been under all sorts of pressure. A player in the bin only just returned in the hot conditions, and Canfield has come up with a delightful try.
Starting her 3rd season of NRLW, all 3 with the Gold Coast. It's her 2nd NRLW try, and what smart play. She glanced up. Melania Politi and now Zara Canfield. What a run. What a big play on your home deck, giving Lauren Brown this conversion attempt from right in front. If they're all as sound as Shante Kiriaratu, boy, the game is in good stead.
Very much so. I'm really excited, and I hope that the other teams watching are inspired by this as they get ready for their first game.
So game 1 of 48, the seconds ticking away. The Gold Coast Titans in the opening game on opening day punt the ball into the crowd, courtesy Lauren Brown. They're home. They've come from 6-4 down at half-time.